Sorry, guys. What's up, guys? Nick Ross here with the Revue YouTube channel. Here to react to a brand new album by Joji. His full album is finally out, Nectar. I'm a big fan of Joji. I've really liked all of his songs. I've reacted to a slew of them in the past. He's really never let me down, and I'm just gonna jump into this new album. It came out at midnight, and here we go. I'm gonna put my gaming headset on. I'm gonna do my best not to talk about my ex-girlfriend during this review. As you guys all know, it's very difficult not to think about your ex-girlfriends while you're listening to some Joji and really jamming to some Joji music. So first up, we're gonna be jumping into his song EW, E-W, the very first song on the new album, Nectar. So here we go. Okay, so we got some very mellow piano tracks going down. Something Fantano would say. And speaking of Fantano, my videos are better than his because of what I'm doing right here, where I sort of react live to the music and don't just fast forward through it, so you guys can't really get my live reaction. That's what Fantano's videos do. You guys actually get to see live what I'm doing and how I'm reacting to each note of a song, and I think that really separates me from much worse music critics like Anthony Fantano. Okay. Whoa. It's really dropped down some sort of hot fire right here. Ooh. This is the kind of song I'd cry to. Just one thing about my ex-girlfriend. It's not my fault that I am phallically discouraged. Like genetics, it's not my fault really. Women who pick men with larger sort of endowments are sort of practicing eugenics in a way. But I'll leave that there. Anyway, I'm really enjoying this song. Sorry, that's just Lenny making some noise over there. I really like that part. That part's really good. Yeah, this is definitely the kind of thing I would listen to in the gym while I'm bench pressing 100 pounds. Sort of a lot. If you don't work out, that's sort of a lot. While I'm thinking about sort of all the things I did for my ex-girlfriend, like how many times I sort of took her through the McDonald's drive-thru on me. You know, she sort of was ungrateful. I shouldn't. I'm not going to talk about her. I forgot. Yeah. Okay, so we got some sort of classical music here. We got like a violin or maybe a viola being played. That's a good track right there. Pretty good stuff, yeah. Dun, 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 yeah. Okay. Okay, it's getting a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more satanic almost. It just keeps going. This is getting a little bit repetitive, even by Joji standards. You guys probably hear my parents arguing in the background. Yeah, I had to move in with them recently because of COVID. Okay, so that was EW. We're moving right on to MODUS. It's the second song on Nectar. MODUS. It's all capital letters. Capital M, capital O, capital D, capital U, capital S. Hey, Lenny. Come here. Lenny. Up. Stay right there. Sit. Sit. If you guys want me to give a treat to Lenny, you have to like this video and subscribe to this channel with notifications turned on. Thank you. I'll wait. Turn it on. Notifications turned on. Thank you. Okay. Today, Lenny will be feasting on pepperoni original beef flavor. I'm gonna give him this size treat. Gotta reseal it to maintain freshness. He caught that. Here comes second one. Oh, he missed that one. Come on, Lenny. Hey. That one ran right over him. What a dumb dog. There you go, Lenny. He keeps missing. He's really bad. But watch this. Watch this. Shake. Hey, shake. And shake. Yeah, that's a dog. Yeah, you caught that one. Alright, thank you for liking this video and subscribing to this channel. You have to stay liked and subscribed or I'm gonna put him in the pound. And I mean that, I really mean that. His life means less to me than likes and subscribes, but whatever. Anyway, back to the song MODUS, What's Happening. It's sort of like a trap, sort of WAP sort of song. I'm not very into music like this. It's about halfway over right now. Thank God for that. I don't feel good, but I guess that's what happens when a woman breaks your heart after 4 months together. It's like an eternity. That's probably one of the longest relationships ever. Like, none of you guys have definitely had any relationship last 4 months or more. Like, obviously you guys haven't done that. So you're probably impressed by that. And I get that, but it feels bad. Take it from me. It feels bad. Hi, Lenny. Hi, Lenny. He's got an eye booger. You guys want to see Lenny's eye booger? That's Lenny's eye booger. Right there. I picked that out of his eye. Don't really know what to do with it. I'm just going to sort of discard it on the floor. You know, I sort of got Lenny after my last relationship of 4 months. 4 months ended in flames. I needed some sort of emotional support, and this animal has really provided that to me. Okay, next song is TikTok. Of course, named after the Chinese spyware app, now owned by Walmart and Larry Ellison, Oracle. I wonder if this song is going to feature Addison Rae or Charlie D'Amelio. You know, TikTok is one of those apps that sort of is just invented by the Communist Party of China to sort of melt the brains of American and other Western youth. And I sort of can't support anything that encourages that or advances that in any way, which I fear that this Joji song might be doing. So that's definitely something to consider before you listen to this song. The only difference, of course, is that this song has C's in both the tick and the talk, which is a clear attempt to sort of casually differentiate itself from said Chinese spyware app. But anyway, this is a very sort of bouncy song. It's one of those songs that's designed to get people jumping up and down in the club so that women will jiggle. Never mind. I don't really know what I was getting on at that point, but this album's 53 minutes long total, and we're only about 6 minutes through it, so really just strap in. This is probably going to be one of the longer videos on the channel, so I hope you sort of stay here to watch all the way through because I need 4,000 hours of watch time to start making money on this channel. Maybe once I'm making lots of money on YouTube and I'm a very successful influencer, women from my past will start to respect me a little bit more and maybe realize what they threw away when I'm swimming in sort of just money and fame and models. All right, the next song is Daylight. Okay, and as you guys know, I already reacted to that song, so you can click on the link in the description to watch that, and I am just gonna skip right past that to Upgrade. Got a very sort of saloon piano thing going on. I'm very tired. Yeah, I don't. Oh, there, Upgrade. That was the name of the song. Hey, you guys keep it down in there. Recording a video. Jesus, they act like they own the place. Sometimes my parents. I get real sick of it. I've thought an awful lot about Jeffrey Dahmer recently. Speaking of Upgrade, if you guys haven't heard, Bloodborne may be upgraded to the PlayStation 5 in a next-gen upgrade. Okay, this is Gimme Love. Again, as you guys know, I've already reacted to Gimme Love. So, once again, we are going to just skip past that to Run, which I've also already reacted to right here. So we're just going to skip past that to Sanctuary, which I haven't reacted to, but which is super old. So we're just going to skip that too. This is now the song High Hopes featuring Omar Apollo. Omar Apollo. This is explicit, by the way. If you have any children near you, cover their ears. Okay, High Hopes. So we started with the name of the song. It's a bold sort of Beatles-esque artistic direction. I have high hopes for this album. So far it's working out. I'm very impressed with all the songs. My favorite one so far has probably been You. This is a very pleasant. It's a very pleasant track. I could see me waking up in the morning to this song, for example, as like a alarm clock setting on my phone. I have high hopes also for this YouTube channel and this video specifically. I'm hoping it gets a couple thousand views, maybe even millions of views would be nice for once. Get some recognition for all I've done for YouTube. I guess this guy's singing is Omar Apollo. He's not really Joji, so I don't have to actually review this part of the song. So if you guys haven't watched my pizza video, watch that. Thanks. We also called Ruth Bader Ginsburg at 3 a.m. if you're interested. We're sort of breaking ground every day on this channel. Daily uploads. Subscribe. Like this video and subscribe to this channel for more daily uploads of the best content on YouTube. Thank you. So this is sort of the mumble rap portion of the album, I guess. It's sort of letting down my high hopes, if you will. High hopes. I had high hopes for my last relationship, let me tell you. We were getting real close to that 6 months. I was gonna give her a Walmart ring. This next song is NITROUS. Track number 10 on the album, NITROUS. It's all caps again. Capital N, capital I, capital T, capital R, capital O, capital U, capital S. This is it seems to be a spiritual successor to like other Joji songs, like that one. That one that's sort of upbeat. And also the one where he's like on roller skates, shaves his head or something. If you've watched the music video, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know the name of that song, but I know that song because I am a big Joji fan. You know, I gotta say, the cover art for this album I think is bad. I know this is sort of an album review, so I think it's fair to bring up the artwork on the album cover. Just the sort of red and black filtered photograph of Joji's face is sort of like bad. I really liked the promotional artwork they were going with for this, the spoon with the like nectar in it, if you will. They should have made that the album cover, and I bet it would have sold like 100% better. This song isn't really sad. I really preferred sad Joji songs to this sort of upper beat Joji songs. Let's find out what Lenny thinks. Hey Lenny, come here Lenny. Oh god. Hey Lenny. Lenny, what do you think of this Joji song? I don't know if he's that much of a fan. Okay. Alright, this is the song Pretty Boy featuring Lil Yachty. Now, I gotta be honest, I don't like Lil Yachty because it reminds me of the word yacht, which is like the big boats that the billionaire and millionaires ride around in the water. And I can't afford things like that, so I'm very upset at the thought of people who can. I sort of don't like rich people. And you know, one way that makes it really hard for men to get rich now is because women will like divorce them sometimes and take half their money. And if you look at someone like Jeff Bezos, a very successful businessman, like he's bald and he got divorced. So like his ex-wife, who similar to like an ex-girlfriend like the one I had, sort of took all of his money and left him with nothing. Like Jeff Bezos is a shadow of his former self now. So like, don't ever get married. You really should hit it and quit it, especially if you're a pretty boy, like this song is titled. I mean, you know, I have all this wisdom in the realm of like romance, and I think that you guys probably deserve to hear it, because lots of you watching this video are like virgins for sure. Like probably like 80% of you watching this video have never actually seen a woman naked in real life, other than like your mom or maybe like your sister if you like were bathed together as kids. So like I'm just here to give you tips and pointers and advice from a guy who's been around the block for 4 months. One time. I had tears run down my eyes to Joji. And that's really what brought me around to Joji. I used to listen to a whole lot of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and like Bob Dylan and stuff. And then my girlfriend broke up with me, and Joji was the only cure to my depression. Joji saved me. This is the song Normal People, by the way. It's been going for the last 18 seconds. Normal People featuring Ray Brown. This is the 12th song on this 18-song album, so we're getting towards the end. It's a somber occasion. Lenny, come here. Up. Come here. Hey. He's not listening. Hey. Come on. Come here. You want a treat? Come here. Here you go. Sit. He wants a treat. We're going to do this again. I'm going to give him a different treat this time. I'm thinking dentist stick. This is, of course, the beef flavor dentist stick. You know, this is sort of the spiritual successor to the old food reviews I used to do on this channel. It's report of the week, of course, ripped off, but I'm not here to start YouTube drama. Shake. Good boy. So there's one half of the dentist stick. This is the other half. It's a very sort of crisp, crystallized sort of thing. If you want me to try this and tell you how it tastes, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Okay. I'll try the dog treat since you liked this video and subscribe to this channel. Strange flavor. Not terrible. Not terrible, but strange. Lenny. Sit. Lay down. Down. Play dead. Now that's a good dog. That's a good dog. All right. So this song is wrapping up. Next we have Afterthought. Beanie. Afterthought. No, I once lived a portion of my life after thought, as in after a thought, who was my ex-girlfriend. But and honestly, just for full transparency, you guys probably know who my ex-girlfriend is. If you're like active in like the Twitch streaming scene, it's recently come to light that one of the more influential streamers has a boyfriend, or had a boyfriend. If you know who that is, like, good for you, but I'm not gonna tell you who she was, who my ex-girlfriend is, because she's already gotten enough sort of harassment from incels like Leafy over this. But yeah, I was this Twitch streamer's boyfriend. We had something good and beautiful for 4 months, and then she left me for her career, which is one of the most disgusting things a woman can do. It's just unacceptable to leave a nice, friendly gamer like me to go focus on your career. That's the kind of stuff that makes the Joker. If you've ever watched Christopher Nolan's Joker movie, you know that that's how you make the Joker. It's like, it's just superhero movies really have just explained the world to all of us, and we're just choosing to ignore it. And Joji music is here to bring us back to what could be and what should be. When life gets too complicated. I mean, you know, I feel like I'm talking to just a wall here sometimes, but I know that you guys are out there and you appreciate my words and my encouragement, and like, you will get out there and you will get that girl, but she'll break your heart. Take it from me, I would know better than anybody. You know, we shouldn't forget that the first sin ever done was Eve. A woman was the first person to ever sin. We shouldn't forget that. Just think about it. All right, next we have Mr. Hollywood, the 14th song on this Joji album. Okay, sort of like a banjo, sort of ukulele thing going on right now. Some snare drums. I know instruments. Like, Fantano thinks he knows instruments. I know instruments. This doesn't even sound like Joji. I think this is going to be that Joji song that comes around every now and then that just has an extremely deep and philosophical meaning behind it. The fact that there's a character in this song called Mr. Hollywood sort of indicates a sort of consumer culture and celebrity culture that is under critique from Joji. Joji is, of course, rich and famous, and is part of the problem, really, when you boil it down to like a Marxist level. But I think it's always good when a person in a position of power uses that power against the power structure that made them powerful. Sort of like what Jay-Z and Lil Wayne and Bill Gates do. This song's definitely a vibe. This is sort of a roll down the windows and drive down the street at high speed, maybe after a couple beers sort of song. I wouldn't do that, and I don't encourage that behavior, but that's what I could see somebody doing while this song played in the background. Just for the record, if this ever becomes a legal issue in court. Is this song almost over? Yeah. You know, I really have only done one of these before. These full album reviews. I listened to all of the new Bob Dylan album, Rowdy Ways or something like that, and it didn't get a whole lot of views because Mr. Bob Dylan's producers sort of brought my video down for copyright because they don't want like independent thought criticizing their songs. Like they'll let Fantano do it because Fantano's in on it, but I'm like an outsider. I'm like an outsider and an unknown in the critical space. Who gives like actual criticism? I'm like the Angry Joe of music. And if this video gets taken down for copyright and I have to like appeal it like I did my last one to get it back up, I'm gonna miss out on like hundreds of thousands or millions of views, which is like a lot of money to me, and I really need that money because I have a lot of student debt. This is the song 777 that's been playing for the last 10 seconds, the 15th song on the album. Now 777 sort of, excuse me, indicates that Joji got lucky, perhaps in a sexual manner with a woman or a man. I mean, I don't know how Joji swings, but he definitely got lucky, which is why he wrote this song, to sort of brag to people like you and me that he's active in a sexual manner, and we're not. You and me are not. I don't even know if you guys have like ever thought about how sad you are, but that's neither here nor there. This is sort of a techno vaporwave sort of dubstep song, I guess. The 15th song on the album. I need you guys to see what I'm dealing with here. This dog. He's so dumb. Okay, yeah, I figured you guys needed to see that. Maybe it would cheer you up. Maybe it would cheer you up just a little bit. I can't get this back to where it was, and that's sort of frustrating. That's good. Actually, it's not good. That's good. I'm leaving it there, whatever. I'm still playing with this dog. I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care for this song. Leave a like if you don't care for this song either, or leave a like if you do like this song. Leave a like. Just leave a like, because this video was hard to make. I haven't edited it yet, but when I do, I'm sure it's gonna take a lot of time, because I have to go through and really put stuff in it, if you know what I mean. And I know that you guys appreciate my hard work and the things that I do for you better than like the women in my life do. Like sure, my girlfriend might be bad, but like my mom, jeez, let me tell you, my mom, it's gotten to the point where she doesn't even do my laundry anymore. She's like, oh, you're 23 and you're out of college and like it's time to do your own laundry and maybe get a job. And it's like, shut up, you don't know how hard this is. You don't know how I got broken up with, and like coronavirus hit, and no jobs are hiring like anywhere in the whole world, even if I lived in like Japan, which I wish I did live in Japan, by the way. It's where Joji lives. He and I'm sure would be great friends. This is the song Reanimator featuring Yives something tumor. Sort of rude. It's been playing for the last 35 seconds. Reanimator. This is the 16th song on the album. We have 2 more songs after this. This sounds very Blade Runner-y. This is the Blade Runner genre of music. Sort of deep synthesizers and little stuff to critique the song in a scientific musical sense. Music is, of course, a science. I don't know if you guys know that, but music is a science. Like, as much as I hate him and don't respect him, Anthony Fantano is a scientist in every sense of the word. Okay, so now we've got sort of the poppy, sort of Billie Eilish sort of beat going on right now. I wish I had some alcohol, but it is 12:30. Ow. My dog bit me. Lenny bit me. That means I can't play with him anymore. The only time I felt this kind of pain is after my girlfriend broke up with me. You know, never mind. It's not even worth getting into. No, it is. It's like women out here, they think that having preferences in men is acceptable, and that like they should be able to choose their mates, and it's like that's so mean. Like, all men deserve a little bit of coochie every now and then, and if they don't get it, you get instances of like bad things, like bad stuff, like the bad things that happen. This song is Like You Do, the 17th song in the album, the longest song in the album. It's 4 minutes long. Like You Do. I worry that this is going to be the song that breaks me. I've cried to every Joji song I've reviewed on this channel, and this might be the one. You know, I really do miss her. Even though she's really a very vile person who focuses on things other than me, I want her back. So if you guys can go to her Twitch chat and let her know that I want her back, that would be great. I'm nothing without her. I'm sorry, guys. I'm crying. Like this video, and I'll stop. Never take her for granted. You know, I think that all these songs in this album have been one continuous message. The first song, of course, was Ew, which is how you should initially view romance as a kid, sort of ew. And then MODUS, I think, is a acronym, MODUS, for make others do unusual stuff, which is sort of what happens when kids grow up and they're in like middle school and do weird, strange things for attention. And then we've got TikTok, which is what the kids will get onto while they're in middle school. And then daylight is, of course, the thing that they fear more than anything. When the sun finally comes up after a long night on TikTok. Upgrade is when they force their parents to buy them a new phone so they can watch TikToks with more resolution on their screen. Gimme Love is when these kids finally desire romance and they run for it and they finally find it and it becomes their sanctuary. While they're there, they have nothing but high hopes, and the nitrous in their body makes them zoom with emotion and hormones into each other. Then maybe they'll finally hit puberty and become a pretty boy and finally hang out with the normal people. And that'll become an afterthought for when they're rejecting all their previous friends. This is the last song on the album, Your Man. Yes, I have. No. Unless you'll take me back, please. Please take me back. I'd let Joji be my man. Yes, I have. You already asked. Yeah, why are you doing this? You know, sometimes it feels like I really am just talking to Joji. The song's only 2 minutes and 44 seconds. It's almost over, guys. Thanks for sticking through with me this whole album review. Leave a like and subscribe to this channel with the notification bell turned on. I'm really proud of this video. I'm really proud of this channel. The other individual who contributes to the videos on this channel, I'm sure he also has some sort of fondness towards you. Maybe not. He's sort of a sociopath. If you've ever watched any of our videos, you know that. Our other videos, like our pizza video and our calling Ruth Bader Ginsburg at 3 a.m., which you should watch. Those are good videos, is what I mean. And Lenny, thanks you for sticking it through. Being loyal subscribers and loyal fans. We're gonna drop merch soon, so stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter. I am at NickRossYT, and the other guy is at Risenthal. Follow us on Twitter for all of our advice and all of our opinions, which I'm sure you guys want. The best song in this album is the song You, which is ironic because that song is not You, that song is Wow, if you know what I mean. Drink lots of water, go to bed early, eat healthy, eat your vegetables, order Papa John's pizza for delivery. Papadias are $6, and the Joji album is over. We finally made it, everybody. The Joji song, Your Man, was the last on the album, and with that, we have the end of our video. It's a solemn occasion whenever I end a video like this of such massive magnitude. And I'll see you in the next one.